All right, hey everybody.
Wait,
Oh,
YouTube hasn't refreshed yet. Hello, everyone, and
hello.
welcome to the Pineapples Podcast. Pineapples Podcast.
It's been stolen.
It's been stolen. It's mine now.
welcome, welcome to the Pineapples and Pixels sitcom from the '60s. We've enslaved an entire town of people to become our co-stars.
What's a sitcom-y line?
I don't know.
What's a sitcom-y yet fucked up line I can say right now?
I sure did dodge a bullet. Just say
They're not
Quicksilver.
trapped if they don't know it.
It's not. That's just saying awful. That's just awful.
That's just
Not a
saying an awful
sitcom.
thing with like a joyous.
Yeah. What do you want to get into first? Do we want to do WandaVision spoilers to get it out of the way?
Yeah, sure. Let's do
Or do you want to do
WandaVision
it
spoilers.
last?
Actually, yeah, let's do it
Okay.
last. Last is easiest because we can
Yeah.
just go leave.
Yeah.
I have a thing that I haven't talked about yet. It's been going on for a while, but I haven't talked about it yet.
Mm.
It's a VR
Well,
thing, so people might not be interested, but I think it's interesting.
Speak about it then.
So you know how Valve's been like really quiet
Mm-hmm.
since like Half-Life Alyx release and since they released Half-Life
Yeah.
X. Well, they have actually been doing a whole lot, and it's because like Gabe Newell did a bunch of interviews recently, and apparently they're workshopping, like okay, so they're workshopping literally. Oh wait, hold on, the stream's messed up.
Oh.
It says there's no data, except that's a lie. I'm being pranked. Hello, 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 hello. Can anyone see me? Is the stream watchable?
It's working for me.
You can see things.
Yeah.
You can
I mean,
see
I don't.
things.
Are you showing
That's
the camera?
weird. It just says no data.
Huh.
Okay, anyways. So Gabe Newell went on a bunch of interviews and described what they were working on, and they're working on a VR headset that incorporates the freaking brain reading shit technology.
Oh.
Like, to give you a more immersive VR experience. So, like,
Mm.
that's just, like, insane.
Yeah.
Like, we joke about these, like, Sword Art Online scenarios and these Ready Player 1 scenarios, Ready Player 2
Yeah.
scenarios, whatever. But, like, Gabe Newell is, like, decades ahead. He's doing it.
He's just gonna do it. Gabe Newell will be responsible for the first ever gaming-induced coma.
And, like, the thing is, he's not even, like... He's not, like, doubting it at all. He genuinely thinks this will change the industry. And, like... I don't know if I'm wrong about this, but I don't feel like Gabe has really publicly gotten excited about things very often.
Yeah.
So the fact that he
Gabe-
thinks it can make that much of a difference is kind of scary.
Introducing Half-Life U. You're Gordon Freeman. That's the game. It's just a G-Man shows up and just goes, fuck you, and just throws you into the game, and now you're Gordon.
He just... Gordon Freeman takes you. Or not Gordon Freeman.
And then just grabs you, and then just
Gary
makes you
Man.
Gordon Freeman. And
G-Man just breaks down your door and puts you in his suitcase.
yeah, that's how the game ends.
Oh.
When you take the headset off, you just are Gordon Freeman now. And it changes your brain so you become Gordon.
Become Gordon Freeman. We just have an entire population that just just becomes Gordon Freeman. You walk into a Walmart,
Yeah.
you just see 5 people with a freaking crowbar, just like
They don't even speak. They just attack people and
they
solve
don't even
puzzles.
like move like real people. They move like the Source Engine people.
Yeah. Like it's a big problem for like a month, but then we realized we can just stop them using puzzles. Unsolvable
You
puzzle.
could just stop them using an unsolvable puzzle. Gordon,
Just stop.
this is imperative to the mission. If you do not put this box inside of this circular hole, the world will end.
Yeah, and then they just never stop.
It's just over. You just give him one
Yeah.
of those. You just give him one of those, the baby shape things, and you tape over one of the holes.
Yeah. And they can't break it either, because that's not how the source engine works.
They can't just take the tape off.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we got a lot of Half-Life stuff to talk about.
We do.
Other than that, that was really cool. I mean, I'm excited about it because Gabe's excited about it. And also, how freaking weird is it that we're gonna have VR technology that reads your brain cells in order to deliver you a better gaming experience?
If you're playing a game and just like, man, this level is shit, the game just goes, well, fuck you too. The game just insults you back.
Oh my god. But like, imagine a game that could physically read when you're enjoying the game, and it just delivers you more of that.
Oh.
That would be kind of creepy.
That sounds like an addiction. That sounds addictive. That sounds like a highly addictive
Yeah,
thing.
that doesn't sound very good.
Oh, that sounds like something that can be very much addictive.
Become very, that could be very problematic very fast.
Yeah.
Oh. So that's
But yeah, I'd love to see them do something interesting.
yeah, man. I can't wait until people start going into comas because they'd rather be in VR than real life.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh god. That's the scary thing about all this. Like, we think, oh, that'll never happen because that technology can never happen. But what if that does come around and the
what if
world
it
just kind of ends because humanity would rather be in a fantasy world with cat girls?
Than in real world.
Yeah.
That's just Ready Player One.
I mean, it is just Ready Player One.
Yeah, that's literally just that's the entirety of it. I'd prefer them just do traditional games a little bit more. It'd be cool to see what they do, but I hope they don't do that. Actually, I don't want to.
Terrifying. What if virtual games just start getting made inside of the VR games?
That's just dreams.
Oh, that is just dreams.
That's just dreams with VR.
Guys, the next Half-Life 2 is only going to be playable on Phantasy Star Online.
Oh no.
Oh, but that's kind of exciting, kind of terrifying. A mix of a lot of things.
Yeah. I've just been in a Half-Life mood recently,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was before I figured the thing I'm about to talk about out, but I've been in the mood for it. It's a good thing I've been in the mood for it though, because this came out recently.
Ooh, I have to do the fancy thing.
If you don't know,
between
there's a
tabs.
thing called Boreal
Ooh.
Aleph, which there's Project Borealis and there's Boreal Aleph, which are both attempts to create Epistle 3 or Half-Life episode or Half-Life 3. A different a lot of different meanings of it, but this is one of the attempts to create the Half-Life 3. And it's done in the Source engine. Project Borealis is in the Unreal Engine, so this is I don't know, it might progress faster. I could see it progressing faster because they already have a lot left. I mean, a lot there still, but it's really impressive what they've managed so far. So here's the trailer. Some gameplay footage.
It's crazy how good they can make frickin'
Source look, I know.
yeah. That guy's dead.
Very.
How dead though?
Very.
On a scale of
He
1 to
got
10,
shot.
how dead is that guy?
Vision.
That's a really nice glow on the gravity gun.
It is.
I wonder who does the model work.
I don't know, but it's good models.
I wish I could put these models inside of Half-Life 2 and just play the game like that.
It's not too far off from either Black Mesa or MMod, maybe a little bit. Maybe not MMod, but definitely Black Mesa looks similar.
Yeah, MMod did not go nearly as hard as these people did.
Yeah.
Shoot him!
This
Okay.
looks like Black Mesa level.
This does. It looks like the very sneaky kind of levels that Half-Life did.
Yeah,
Or
I
Half-Life 2 did not do that at all.
Yeah, this looks very much.
Half-Life 2
Yeah,
is
like
very
Black
focused
Mesa.
on the tower defense and strafing and shooting scenarios.
Yeah. Half-Life 2's gameplay structure is of being oppressed and then becoming the oppressor. Or maybe that's not the best way to say it. But, like, Half-Life 2's gameplay structure, it comes from being like held down by an enemy force and then becoming stronger than the enemy force by inverting what they used against you against them.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, like the final boss. I'm gonna turn this down. Because like the final boss of Half-Life 2 was, you know, using the thing they were using against you back at them.
Was it? I don't remember what happened.
It was. Oh, most of Half-Life 2 was just about being ingenuitive. That's the entirety. That's like the main purpose of the Half-Life stories
Yeah.
is to highlight human ingenuity.
Yeah, the thing with Half-Life 1 is, like, Gordon was just kind of inexplicably good.
Yeah.
He's kind of inexplicably OP. Like, not all of that can be the HEV suit.
Yeah.
And Half-Life 2 kind of highlighted the fact that it was that he got through most of it through ingenuity, but Half-Life 1 didn't really highlight that at all.
Yeah.
But I think it's supposed to be interpreted as such.
It's supposed to be interpreted as just
Because
really
he is a
good ingenuity and
scientist.
creativity. Yeah, he thinks.
He's not combat trained.
Yeah.
Hell,
That's
I'm
the
surprised
point
he
of the
knows how to hold
gameplay
a
and-
gun.
Yeah. I mean, that is kind of the point of Half-Life 1's gameplay design. Think, shoot, run.
Yeah.
You gotta think, be ingenuitive, and then shoot.
But while Half-Life 2 was Gordon takes out the entire US military by being smart, Half-Life 1 was Gordon takes out the entire US military because he's really fucking cool.
Yeah. Because it's really cool.
He just flexes.
Yeah.
They're dead.
This looks really good, though, for a fan game.
Oh yeah,
I'm really
no, this
impressed.
looks really good. Even with all like the missing textures.
Gunplay seems pretty decent. Could be fixed a little bit, but for the most part, it looks pretty good. And it could just be that I'm not playing it.
This guy is also just not great.
Yeah.
It's not like freaking what do they call it? It's not like news Cuphead gameplay bad.
Yeah. Yeah, this definitely looks like Half-Life gameplay.
Oh yeah, this is really good.
I do hope they introduce something creative and different, and don't just make it the same abilities as Half-Life 2. I hope there's some different thing.
It'd be super lame if they just gave us the gravity gun again.
Yeah. Because, like, Borealis is doing some ingenuitive and really interesting things with what they've added in. Like, they have stuff that's, like, moving 20 different things at the same time or something. So I hope there's at least something different or new added gameplay-wise to this. But it'll still be good regardless.
This door makes me laugh. Oh wait, where is it?
It's not there yet, but yeah.
The mines look good. I'm used
They
to
do.
Half-Life 1 mines. I don't know why. Like, not even Black Mesa mines, just the Half-Life 1 mines. Huh.
Door. Energy.
Oh my god, the models are just so good.
Those look really good. Yeah, those definitely look a bit better than I think they used to.
Oops. Recoil is pretty good. Could be toned up on some weapons, but it's
Yeah, I feel
definitely
like
better than the original Half-Life.
yeah, I feel like some of the bullets could be a bit maybe strong.
Sorry, the way you threw that grenade was like, oh fuck.
Yeah. This is interesting because I don't remember that being in the original Half-Life.
What?
2. What he just did, he just threw it under that thing.
Oh yeah. That could have just been a thing that I never thought of, but
Yeah, but I don't remember it.
I
I'd
don't
love to
remember
see
being
that,
able
by
to
the way.
throw grenades low so far. Because I remember you could throw them low, but it would always go really like short distances.
Yeah, I'd like to see. Just because, oh yeah, the door.
The door. Like there's a clear-cut, regular
Yeah.
human-sized door.
And it's just not.
Just the whole wall. Okay, I will say in the original Half-Life, I hated these segments. In the original Half-Life and the Half-Life 2, I hated these segments where the enemies
Yeah.
were so far away. And you had to just, like, tap your mouse, because if you held it, your spread would get too far.
Yeah. Now, and I played Half-Life 2. I played with the M mod on, so.
I know, I played it originally.
Yeah,
It was better with mod, but...
definitely better. But yeah. So that looks incredible. I'm very excited to see where both of those projects go and how they're done
Oh yeah, very excited.
because they look very impressive.
Do you think they're gonna implement multiplayer into them, like Half-Life or like Black Mesa did, even though they really didn't need to?
I hope so. I hope they put needless.
We should
multiplayer
try out
in.
the Half-Life Black Mesa multiplayer. 'Cause I have no idea what it is.
Mm. Yeah.
I was gonna say something, I just completely forgot. Yeah, but there's been a lot of Half-Life fan games recently, which is kind of ironic that they're all happening right now.
Yeah.
Although I guess the reason they're happening now is because they just got confirmation that they're never gonna get the original game.
Mm. Yeah.
So they're all like, well, we're gonna make it, fuck you.
We're gonna make it. They probably all started around the same time, and we're only just now starting to see results.
Oh yeah, I'm still very excited for Project Borealis. They just haven't updated in a while.
Hmm?
Project
Yeah.
Borealis.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Let's see. What else happened this week, and last week for that matter?
Mario.
Yeah, Mario.
You got
I
Mario.
got that. I do have Mario.
How good?
So it's definitely the same game.
That's
regards
kind of
to-
concerning.
Well, no, I mean it's
No,
it's
the way you said
re-released.
is like, well, it's definitely the same game. I don't know
I
why
mean,
it
it
sounds like
is.
bad.
It's hard to say a whole lot about the base original game because it's the same thing. They did change the moveset a tiny bit. I very much appreciate the dive being added. It's been very helpful. I very much appreciate that added, and I think that's the only change they made to the main game.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just good.
There's a dive? I missed that.
Yeah, they added the dive from Odyssey into it.
Is it performed like in Odyssey, or is it performed like in 64?
It performs like an Odyssey, but like there's no cap. It's like if you only had the Odyssey dive.
It's kind of funny because back when I didn't have Odyssey, I would just play 3D World like it was Odyssey. Like I would use because the ground pound jump is in there.
Yeah.
And once I figured that out, I was like, well, I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah, that's in there. I like that they're adding things here and there to kind of just add to Mario's moveset for definitiveness to it.
Oh yeah.
Like I like that 3D Mario now definitively has a dive in every game, except 3D Land.
Yeah. And Galaxy.
I didn't have it in Galaxy. That's weird.
Because Galaxy had the spin move.
Yeah,
It'd be hard to do the dive, and that was like before they committed to the dive.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, for most of them at least. Then,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, the base game's still really good. Not much to say there.
It's just
Yeah, it was a good game back then. It's a good game now. It's only better now. I can't try the online.
Oh yeah, what's up with that? Because you were telling me about this, but I wasn't quite
I
understanding.
don't know. I tried to, because you know, like in Smash Brothers, you like either join someone's or you host one.
Mm-hmm.
No one would. There's none to join, and no one would join mine.
No one wants to play the online.
No one wants to play the online. I don't know if just no one has the game
I wonder
yet.
if it was like local online only, which in that case, that's
No.
really stupid.
No, because there's local and then there's online.
Wait,
And I
what?
clicked online. There's a local option and then there's an online option. I
So
clicked
wait,
online.
what's happening then?
I don't know. I guess just no one's interested.
How?
I mean, it came out yesterday, but
But like, still, how?
yeah, I don't know.
It
It's
should
like a
be
new
the
Switch game.
most active on like. It's not the
Yeah.
most active, but it should be very active on launch day.
I haven't gotten any. I haven't been able to figure it out. No one. I can't join anyone's. They won't join mine, and I don't think my online membership ended.
That's really weird.
Yeah, 'cause it didn't tell me that it ended. If it did,
It's really funny if just no one wants to.
it might be the case. It
Everyone's
might
just like,
be that no
no.
one wants to.
I don't even want to try the online. It sounds awful.
Not after the past with what we had. So I don't know. It's weird.
Didn't they promise it would be better with this game?
Maybe.
Or
probably.
was it with a different game in the future?
I think they changed like something, but I don't remember what. I mean, I've seen other people seeming to be able to do it just fine, but like that was probably before it officially released, and there were like 12 people playing because it was official YouTubers that got it.
Hmm.
So I don't know. No clue what the online play is like. I'll tell you guys next week once I'm able to do it. If I'm able to do it.
Hopefully it's
So-
better than literally everything else.
Yeah. We'll see. The one thing I can talk about is Bowser's Fury.
It's good.
It's pretty good.
How good?
It's very interesting how it is.
What's the gameplay like? Like, how is it different from the regular gameplay?
It's kind of like a mix of Mario Odyssey and Mario 3D World.
That's weird. Can you only play as
Yeah.
Mario?
Yeah.
That's also weird.
It's like Mario Odyssey, but with 3D World's moveset. Because there's no flagpole. Like you collect little
The
Basically
flagpole
stars.
was inside you all along.
But no, it's a collectathon, so you collect little stars. And you can unlock more and more areas. It's big, and you can go throughout the entire world. The whole entire thing is open to you. You unlock more and more area as you go through it, but like there's no like overworld thing. You just walk to it, just like how an
That's
Odyssey
weird.
worked. So it's basically open world Mario 3D World.
But does that make it good?
Yes.
Open world.
I actually really like it that way.
So I know the movement in that game wasn't really designed for open world.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it is kind of a little obvious how the game
Yeah,
plays.
unless you have
It's
Katsu,
not
it's really hard
bad.
to move fast.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's very fun. It's just I have to fight the urge to play it like Mario Odyssey because the levels are designed like Mario Odyssey.
This is the DLC for Mario Odyssey repurposed.
No.
That's real weird though. I still
Yeah.
think what is God Killer Bowser, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He's still a sick design.
Oh yeah. When I opened it up, the first thing that happens is you experience that, and so it's interesting how this works because I know there's other games that do this as well. I'm having a hard time thinking of something that like does this, but so you fight the giant Bowser multiple times.
Like Ukulele. Or like the new Ukulele game.
I guess I haven't played the new Ukulele.
Because there was the new Ukulele where in the beginning you go to the impossible layer, but you're like really weak. You don't have a lot of stuff, so you could technically beat the impossible layer, but you're really not that strong. But you can.
No,
It's not like that. It's not like you can fight him at any time. You just have to get better
No.
stuff.
So what happens is it's a timed event.
Oh.
Every couple of minutes, maybe like every 30 minutes or 20 minutes or something. He shows up and he just like, goes and just like does the things. Like he'll shoot fire at you, it'll rain explosive things down.
It's really weird.
It'll be all chaotic. And that just happens every couple of minutes, every couple of like 20, maybe 30 minutes. And you just have to deal with that. If you get a star during that time, it'll stop it automatically. And if you don't get a star in that time, it'll eventually stop on its own. But once you get enough stars, you can unlock the cat bell, like the giant cat bell suit power up.
Mm-hmm.
And then you become Giant Mario, and you reenact King Kong versus Godzilla. So you fight Giant Bowser, and it's kind of cool because like you become Giant Mario, and the stage is still there. Like the area is still there. It's just smaller now because you're giant, and you fight him. And once you defeat him, you unlock more area.
Oh.
Yeah, more and more area. Like that part of it that was covered in goo.
Yeah.
That goes away with each time you fight Bowser.
Very interesting.
So you get more and more of it unlocked. And it's all just open to you. Very open world. So
That's
very interesting gameplay.
How does Bowser Jr. play?
Bowser Jr. is just kind of your helper, but is not really utilized all that much, if I'm being honest.
Hmm.
He's about as useful as
Luma.
Yeah, no, that's pretty accurate actually. He's basically Lumba. Did you use the same thing though? Because if you remember, the game had the Wii U gamepad.
Mm-hmm.
That was how you click on things. They have it. The substitute for that was what they use in Galaxy.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so use the motion control.
It's still so weird that you do the pointer stuff with the.
Yeah.
I don't know how they track that crap.
Yeah.
The technology they use is really impressive.
It is impressive.
Also,
If it's portable, you just press the screen like you would the gamepad.
Ooh.
So
you okay, so is this like accessible from the start, or do you have to beat the game or unlock a certain thing?
you can access it immediately.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
Why can you only play as
play-
Mario? I want to play as Rosalina. She's the best character in that game.
Yeah, you can only play as Mario.
That's kind of lame.
Yeah. Oh well.
Would have been cool to have other people's movesets, especially in an open area like that.
Yeah, but it might have broken it. It isn't meant for anyone. But
I want to see
Mario.
Buff Peach. I want to see Buff Peach beat the shit out of Ink Bowser.
There is a co-op mode, but it's Galaxy co-op mode. It sucks.
Oh, that's lame. especially when they had
Yeah.
such a good co-op mode in the normal game. Why did they just?
Yeah.
This isn't the same game anymore.
No, it is. It's very different.
Why did they
It's
do this?
basically open world 3D world.
I mean, the only thing that's the same between them is that the controls are the same.
Yeah, the rest is pretty much a different gameplay style. I mean,
The
you have the power-ups. I
collectibles.
guess. The power-ups are still there,
Yeah,
but that's
but the
about it.
collectibles, the gameplay styles, the co-op is all gone. That was a
It's
big
good.
focus on 3D World, is that you can
Yeah.
play with your friends.
Yeah, it's very different. It's very good. I'm not saying it's bad. It's very fun. It's very much a Mario game, but
It's just weird that they
I don't
tacked
know.
it on to
Feels-
3D World when it
it
could've
feels
just
like
been
a
its own thing.
lesser. It feels like a lesser Odyssey.
Wait, why didn't they just make this Odyssey DLC? Like, what? It probably would have felt maybe
Yeah.
better with Odyssey gameplay.
Probably no, it probably would have.
Why didn't they
But
just
it's
make it
different.
Odyssey DLC if they weren't gonna incorporate any of the staple things from 3D World other than the cat suit? Huh.
I guess they did just kind of incorporate only the cats, didn't they? Like, what else was there that was staple to 3D World?
Like, no, it was just a cat suit. It was the cat suit,
Yeah.
and it was the cat suit that turns to gold.
Yeah.
You can be a furry. That was the appeal.
Yeah. But it's not bad. Like it's
It's
a
just
Mario
weird.
game. It feels like if you know New Super Mario Brothers 2,
Yeah.
how that's like it's a really good game, but it's just kind of bland. Like I'd play it again. Maybe Mario Brothers Wii is a better example because that was a better
Yeah.
version of that. But like Mario Brothers Wii, very good game. It's just it was very bland.
Yeah, it's very
Especially now.
original.
This kind of feels like what would happen if they did that with Odyssey instead.
Oh. So you think
Not
that the
bad.
Odyssey gameplay is getting stale after just one game?
No, I just think this is a kind of maybe not the most original way to do it.
Well,
And
I
even the
think
gameplay
I
is
think
fine.
what might have happened is they did what Nintendo did, is they tried to bring something new to the formula, but they came at it
Yeah.
from the wrong angle.
hmm They tried to inject Odyssey ideas into a game that's not designed for that.
Yeah, and
Like,
that doesn't mean it's gonna be
I had
bad.
Odyssey controls, it would be a really really good part of it.
I was gonna
but
say
they
if
just
you, I was
don't
gonna say
have Odyssey.
if you combine
control.
two good games, you're not gonna get one bad game. It's still decent. It's just,
Yeah, not the same as what it should be.
yeah.
Like if I just had the cap from Odyssey, then it would improve the level design so much. Because so often I just feel like there's one move missing for that. For the main gameplay, it's fine, the actual game. But for Bowser's Fury, I just
Yeah.
feel like there's an extra move set that I'm missing. Which I guess those come from the cat suit and the power ups, which you get plenty of because it's very interesting. Some of the other things. It's very interesting how they did it because the power ups. There's no lives in Bowser's Fury.
Another Odyssey thing.
Yeah. I do like that. I'm actually very glad that they got rid of
Yeah,
the
I'm
lives.
an advocate
especially for an
I'm an
open
advocate
world.
for having
Yeah.
limited lives.
Yeah. You just lose coins. And the interesting thing is coins do have a purpose.
Oh, okay.
If you get 100 coins, you'll get a free power up.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna say you get an extra life, and I was gonna be like, ape it.
What?
This isn't. I thought it was gonna be like you get an extra life once you collect 100 coins. I was gonna be
Yes.
like, ape it. I don't think that that's new.
No, if you collect 100 coins, you get a power up. And you can hold multiple power ups. You can hold up to 5 of each type.
Oh,
And you can just pull them out when you want them.
this is so weird.
It's very strange. It's very good, though. It's very fun. It's definitely a Mario game.
Just
But
like
different.
it's just like it kind of feels like maybe it shouldn't have been bunched in with.
Yeah.
Like, do
I
you
feel
think it was going to be its own game, and then COVID happened, so they had to reel back some expectations to get it out
not
faster?
necessarily. I think this is them experimenting because
Okay,
it's not the
interesting.
longest thing in the world. It's about 6 hours from what I heard.
Hmm.
Um, I think Bowser's Fury is. I think it's an experimentation to see if this type of gameplay works in this type of setting or in these types of ways. It's an experiment to see what they can do and get away with and have it be good.
Yeah.
Because like, there's not going to be a whole lot of scrutiny if they, or at least this is like a bonus add-on thing.
Yeah, because it's not
No
the
one's
game you
going to
paid
go,
for.
"Oh, I'm super angry that the bonus add-on thing was not amazing."
And also, it's another reason for
Really
them to
average.
charge $60 for a game they already made.
Yeah. But it's fun. I enjoy it. Very different. It's very different, but it definitely feels like an experiment.
Hmm.
It feels like them getting an idea of what they can do and testing. It feels like sort of a tech demo if it were a full game or a full DLC. It feels like DLC in the form of a. It feels like tech demo in a form of a DLC.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's definitely not bad. It's very fun. It's just different. It
I
feels
wonder if it's like
missing.
almost like Odyssey like prototype. Like I wonder if when they were making
Yeah,
that game, they originally wanted to make a game that was more akin to Odyssey,
yeah,
and like this was something that was birthed out of that, but it was like an ill-completed idea.
yeah. Maybe it wasn't fully finished. That's
Or
my idea
or it's just
because
like the fact they just looked at Odyssey and was like, people liked Odyssey, they want more Odyssey, let's just make this game
yeah,
Odyssey.
yeah. It feels like Proto Odyssey.
I
It feels like exactly what people wanted on the Wii U. Like if they
yeah.
released if they released a full game of what Bowser's Fury was, and that was the entire game, and they released that back on the Wii U when this game came out, I think people would have been very happy with it.
Mhm.
So
I I think it's fine. I haven't played it, but
yeah,
I think honestly, in my opinion, I think they looked at the fact that people wanted more Odyssey and that they wanted to
yeah,
re-release this game and they said, how can we get more people to buy this game? Let's just add Odyssey.
yeah. Let's just add Odyssey like stuff to it, which is fine. I mean, it works. It's not terrible.
It's just such a shift in gameplay that I can't
Yeah,
feasibly understand why they're in the same game.
yeah. It feels very out of place, but still fun.
Like normally when you have modes like that, it's not like trying to even act like that they're the same thing,
Yeah, because it's
but
definitely
it's
not.
like they definitely made it sound like this was gonna be very close to the regular gameplay, just open
Yeah,
world, and it is definitely not.
maybe it's a bit more Galaxy-like, actually. Kind of a mix of all three of those. It's kind of a mix of Galaxy's level design, mixed with 3D worlds. It's a mix of Galaxy and Odyssey's level design with 3D worlds gameplay.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's a very interesting take. It's not bad though. It's quite fun. I don't know if I only got it yesterday, so I haven't played through it enough to say whether it's worth the price yet. These are genuinely just first impressions.
Yeah, I mean, and like 3D World's a fine enough game.
Yeah,
You would,
it's a really really good game. It's like one of the best. It's just it was
yeah.
released at a bad time.
It was released at a time where people really didn't want that. It
Yeah,
was a formula that was already bland by the time that they tried to make games in that formula.
yeah,
The thing is, Mario was known for taking 3D platformers and not doing that. So when he
yeah.
started doing it, everyone got really mad.
Hmm.
Um, but now that there's not that really that expectation, because now we have the game that we wanted, we can go back and look back on this and go, well, this actually wasn't a really bad execution of that formula.
Yeah, it wasn't a. It was a very well done version of it.
I still
We
don't
were
like
just
that
tired of
formula,
it.
but I mean,
It's
I
like
still want
if you
100% of the game almost.
It's like if you ate 100 cakes and then someone gave you the best cake in the world.
Oh yeah, no, that's a very good description.
That's basically what happened. Like it's good,
Like I don't
but I
want
don't
more
want it.
goddamn cake. But then you wait a few years, and you're like,
Yeah, it was a good
this
cake.
cake isn't that bad. Huh. And look, now
So
there's a
yeah, that's
cherry on it.
basically, yeah,
Huh.
that's basically that. So yeah, it's not bad. First impressions, I'm having fun. I mean, I'm not disliking it.
Yeah,
It's not nearly as like addictively good as Odyssey or Galaxy was, and that might just come down to the fact that the area doesn't
yeah.
change enough. But it's not bad either.
Me personally, I find the level to level format doesn't grip me as much.
Yeah,
So it's part of the reason why I haven't finished Galaxy. I don't know. I find just being in the open world and just being able to walk around, run around, discover what I can is a lot more
Yeah.
gripping to me
that's
than
fair. Yeah.
having to go back to the same level.
That's fair. And I do like that it's more open world. I like the open world. It's just odd. It's very odd.
Yeah,
It's an odd game, but it's good. I could see it just being a test of the waters, though, just to see what like they can do with the more Odyssey like formula. See what they can get away with.
yeah. It's just
What they can release in the future.
so weird to me that they would put it in something like
Here.
this
Yeah,
and try to claim it as an extension to the game when it really just is a completely different thing.
yeah. It just uses the same paint.
Yeah, no one looks at freaking the Mario ports on the 3DS and goes, dude, you should buy it because Mario and Luigi is on it. Like that's the best thing. That's the extension to the Super Mario World story. It's the
Yeah.
original arcade game Mario Bros.
It's kind of like if you played Minecraft with a Terraria texture pack on. Like, yeah, I mean, it has some things from it, but it also isn't entirely that at all.
Yeah.
But it's very fun. I mean, it's a Nintendo Mario game. They're not gonna mess it up.
I don't know. It's just really weird to me. Just like the marketing and everything made just me really confused.
Yeah, it was marketed
Because if
strangely
they
as
wanted it
well.
to be its own thing, it could have just been its own thing.
Yeah, they could have just expanded this concept more. Maybe
Huh.
given an extra moveset. I really think that's one of the biggest issues. It just needs like one extra move. It just needs like a spin move or something.
Oh yeah, like
That's the problem with it. It's designed like Odyssey levels, but the thing is, 3D Mario, like open world 3D Mario, since Sunshine has had a gimmick you could use
yeah.
for like just an extra jump boost or extra repositioning. Sunshine had Flood, Galaxy had the spin, Odyssey had the hat. This doesn't really have that. It needs that.
Oops. I'm gonna break my headphones one of these days. Yeah, I don't know.
Just needs like one extra move. It just needs like a double jump or something. Maybe not a double jump, just like some sort of like spin move. It's just that the like everything but the gameplay, like the move set, everything but the move set is fine. It's just the move set's out of place for the thing. It's just like if you put. It's basically just if you put 3D World Mario and Odyssey.
Which is like really weird.
Yeah, not bad. Probably still do most of it, but it's weird.
It's like those ROM hacks that would put like Mario and Sonic Adventure.
Yes, it's
Like
exactly
this
what it's
is
like.
playable, and it's still fun, but this is not how it's meant to be played.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my criticism of it, but it's still fun. I think glad I got it.
It'll be a good time saver. Did you ever finish Xenoblade?
No,
It's
I may
so
never.
long.
it's such a long game. It's an RPG, JRPG. I don't know how people finished it in like
Cue
a
the
month.
Scott the Woz music.
Yeah, there are people that got that game and finished it like a week.
I still can't believe I got as far into Persona 5 as I did. That's the only RPC I've even gotten really close to finishing. And it's, looking back on it, it's so absurd to me how much time I managed to put into it and not get bored. Like, oh my god.
I think the only RPG I've ever finished is like a Mario and Luigi.
Oh my god. I think
Yeah.
I finished one Mario and Luigi game. No, I never finished a Mario and Luigi game because the only one I had was Dream Team, and then I got stuck, and then I said this is too much effort.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think that's the one I beat actually. Yeah.
But I mean, yeah.
Yeah. It's
I don't
alright. I don't know.
know. Yeah, I don't know. This is fine.
It was okay. Not the worst thing ever. Not
Say,
the best thing ever.
If you just
okay.
if you wanted a review of Super Mario 3D World, I've played through most of it. It's enjoyable. It's enjoyable to the point where I almost 100%ed it, but it's not like a brain teaser.
Yeah.
You just
I,
play it when you want a brain dead game. Like that's what I did. Whenever I get sick and you don't want to think about anything, I just would play that game because it was just so easy.
Yeah. Basically, just it's fun. I
It's
don't
fun.
hate it.
Yeah, I mean it's like a candy bar.
Yeah.
It's like you're not getting like a whole dessert, but I mean it's still a candy bar.
Yeah. Who's gonna spaz?
I want
Not
to turn down
bad.
some M&Ms.
Yeah. So
Kind of
yeah,
want
that's
a brownie, but M&Ms are fine.
Yeah.
It's just like it's a 3D World is a really complicated game because it's really weird. Because it almost feels like a new Super Mario's game.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
No, it basically is. It's a 3D version of New Super Mario Brothers.
Which is a really weird angle to take at that point. Because everyone was
Yeah.
kind of actively already hating on it, on New Super Mario Brothers, especially when they
Yeah.
released U.
And I think they already finished, or mostly finished 3D World at the time of the Wii U coming out, so people just they didn't have time to be like, oh shit,
Like,
people
I don't
like
know,
this.
of all series to continue, why 3D Land?
Yeah, an odd choice to continue a sequel to.
Because,
Why
I
the
mean,
3D
people liked
game?
3D Land, but everyone still also
Mhm.
considered it the weakest game in the 3D franchise thus far.
Yeah.
That's because when they made, like, 3D Land and 3D World, it really seemed like they came out of an angle... they're more or less 2.5D games.
They very much are, yeah. They're just a 3D version of the New Super Mario Bros. Games. They aren't actually like sandbox games. They're just get to the goalpost.
Yeah. I mean, those
I
could
mean, they're
work.
well
Lucky's Tale is
done.
still fun, but, like...
And then they are fun. They're just we had too many of them. But now it's good now though. If you didn't get it on the Wii U and you have a Switch, I'd suggest getting it. If you had it on the Wii U and you have a Switch, I don't know. I'm not far enough in yet to say it's worth the 60.
Yeah, I mean, from what I played, if you have... It's always a fun game to play with friends.
Yeah.
I mean, almost any game is made better when you're playing it with friends.
Yeah.
So that's not really a selling point.
I mean, it has online, so
Yeah.
I'll be able
so
to use it if no one wanted to try it.
And I mean, if you want to do that, or if you want to go through the... If you liked the format of, like, 3D Land, or you liked... If you like the traditional Mario games, but didn't really like Odyssey,
Mhm.
or no, if you like Super Lucky's Tale, go buy this game. This is
Yeah.
this is the game for you. If you like Super Lucky's Tale, you'll probably like this game.
Yeah.
But if
That's
you
basic.
Yeah.
That's what I have to say about it.
Yeah.
Um, so a couple like last week because we weren't on last week. There's a thing that came out. GoldenEye. Back
What?
in back when the you remember Rare Replay?
Oh yeah.
So back when Rare Replay released, they were going to remake a GoldenEye. It's a complete remake of it. But last minute, the plans fell through with Nintendo because of copyright disputes.
Hmm.
But the entire game still exists out there. And we were just waiting a long time. Eventually, though, people did actually find it. It was leaked. So we actually have people you can I'm not going to say where, but somewhere you can download and play a complete visual remaster of GoldenEye.
Hmm.
Here, I'll share it.
I mean, at this point, they might as well release the game.
I mean, yeah.
Like, officially.
I don't think they can. Nintendo won't let them. And you know what Nintendo is.
They'd make more money if they did, though.
They would, but they
They're
also would make
completely
more money
retextured.
if they didn't make Mario stop existing on the 32nd of March. But Nintendo's too stupid to understand how money works.
I think everyone would probably be a mixed of happy and pissed if they just like JK.
If they
like,
just released it like this.
No, if
Yeah.
no, if Nintendo just said JK and didn't take it down. It's like, why didn't you follow through? Did you just say that so we'd buy the game?
Oh, that one thing. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's gonna be happy and pissed at the same time. Nintendo's in a lose-lose situation with the fans because of that. Because if they don't take it down, we're gonna be angry that they said it was gonna go away, and if they do take it down, we're gonna be angry that they took it down.
Mhm.
The only way they could maybe salvage is if they took it down and then put Galaxy 2 on the eShop, and even then we're gonna be
Yeah.
angry at them. It's stupid.
What I
bad.
think they're doing is they're gonna maybe take it down and then release all the games separately.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I think they'll do that, and they'll probably add Galaxy 2 to the mix. I hope so, at least.
I still have the lo-fi music going, watching this gameplay. So it's just like this really chill music while this guy fucking murders like 30 people in cold blood.
I should probably stop now.
Lo-fi beats to murder 30 people too.
But yeah, it's a really well
It
done
looks really
remake.
good. Like it's not just that; those aren't just upscaled textures.
No, those are remade textures. This was made with the intent of releasing in an official capacity. This was made by official developers. It's just
That's
that
good,
they never
man.
fully. It's an unofficial release of an official remake. So
What
yeah,
is this article?
it's cool.
I found an article about it, and the title is "Only 90 Bugs Left," and I don't know if that's clickbait, but if there were only 90 bugs left before the game released, they must have been pissed.
Yeah,
Must have been so mad.
they probably were. I'm sure there was some unfinished stuff that fans probably fixed up.
Oh my god.
But it's cool.
I really.
I think it works on an Xbox 360 emulator.
Oh.
It's very interesting, though.
Can't believe people found it.
I know. I don't know who found it. Someone leaked it. Who knows who?
I was really confused because I thought it was a remake, not a remaster.
Yeah, I could have
When you
worded
were
it
talking
better.
about it, and I was really confused. Uh-huh.
No, it's just a remaster with some better, maybe some better lighting and better textures.
I was like, why do they remake the whole game if it's rare replay? The whole point was that it was remastered version.
Yeah,
That
it
makes
is a
more sense
remaster.
now.
Yeah, definitely a remaster. But it's cool that it exists.
Ugh. Yeah, that's cool.
That's good texture. I like the textures they have. They're very well done.
Yeah, no, texture works really good on this, and I think I'm sad that they never were able to release it because that would have been so good. I know a lot of people really liked it, and again, that was another really good Rare game.
Yeah.
Rare has gotten fucked over the years.
They definitely have. They're probably the ones that got the most screwed over in the industry.
They can't even keep their legacy right. Like those poor guys, and it's not even their fault.
Oh.
I just hope Microsoft starts giving them chances to do things that aren't racing games.
Yeah.
Like, what was the last game Rare made?
Aren't they working on that one new game that you thought looked neat?
This game Rare made was Sea of Thieves, so I guess they're still doing original.
That was a good game. I guess they're doing good then. Because that was really good from what I remember. I didn't play it, but a lot of people liked it.
It's fine. I didn't like it. They were Battletoads, I guess. Everwild. I remember Everwild. I don't remember what it was, but I remember I looked at it and was like, this game looks cool.
There's a Steam sale.
Excited. Ooh,
Stuff's
yeah,
on
Lunar
sale.
Year Steam sale. I bought The Forest because I had a friend who wanted to play it with me.
Yeah. Risk of Rain 2 is on sale as well for $20.
Oh, yeah.
If anybody watching wants to maybe get it. It's usually 25, so $5 off.
Yeah. But right after Rare finished Nuts and Bolts, which everyone knows the hell, they immediately made 3 Kinect sports games, so they're really not being used by Microsoft that much.
Yeah.
Which, it's sad. Makes sense, but it makes me sad.
Yeah. A lot of the developers left, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, but it's sad that the IP name has fallen from grace. Oh well.
I wonder how much of the original team is even still there. I bet most of them left.
Probably not much. Yeah, probably most of them are gone. Maybe all.
I just hope to God Everwild's good.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? Guess what year it is?
What?
Guess what year it is?
Guess the year?
Yeah.
I'm and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that our current year is 2021. I think.
Correct. It's also Link year.
Oh, is it? What the fuck?
There's some
It sounds
Link
like you're
sounds.
strangling him.
Yeah, I just pulled up Link sounds on my phone.
It sounded like you're like, is Link here? And then you pulled Link out of their closet by the neck. It was like, speak.
Only when your stuff comes out. But when do you think? What do you think Nintendo will do for the 35th anniversary of Zelda?
I hope we get a remake of, or at least a compilation of Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and
Wind Waker?
maybe not Wind Waker. It'll probably be Twilight Princess, just because they've already re-released Twilight Princess like 3 times.
You don't think they'll do Wind Waker?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they might port Wind Waker. I would love that.
I definitely think they'll port it. I think the only reason they haven't ported Wind Waker is because they've just been waiting for the right opportunity, which would be the Zelda 35th anniversary.
They're probably gonna port Twilight Princess again.
Yeah, they'll probably port that with the collection. I honestly think they'll do a collection of Wind Waker HD. I think Wind Waker HD will be released as a port, but separate. It'll just be on its own.
Like the
And then-
Mario series.
Yeah,
Which
and
is
then-
exactly what happened.
yeah. I think they'll do that, and then we'll get Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Twilight Princess.
Yeah, it would be
in a-
sick if we could get, because those games would look beautiful on Switch. They already looked really good on 3DS. Oh my
I
god.
don't think they'll make them though.
I mean, all they'd have to do is just make it run at a higher resolution. That was all. That's like all.
I think Nintendo will 100% find some way to just fuck it up.
Oh, please don't say that.
I think they'll do it I think they'll release it, but they'll mess it up somehow. They'll do something to piss people off. They'll do something that'll just be stupid. Like I don't know, Ocarina of Time will be at like
If you buy this
10
game, Link will come to your house and shoot you.
1079p. No, they'll like release Ocarina of Time with this set, but it'll be like 1079p. It'll be like one line of pixels off. For
They'll
no
release
reason.
it. They'll release it, but you have to play Link's crossbow training before you can play this game.
Yeah, it'll just be some stupid thing, or they'll just do the timed release thing again, make everyone angry. I don't think they'll remake any of
If
them.
they just re-release Link's
think they'll
crossbow training, that's
Yeah,
the
I
whole
think they'll just be-
celebration.
That's the whole thing. Yeah, I think they'll just be lazy ports, the same way the
Yeah.
Mario
But
Celebration.
they
was.
already made really good remakes of them, so just don't port the originals. Just port the remakes.
They could, but I think that'll probably be the thing they mess up. They'll probably do that.
If they port
bet
the
that'll be the
originals and
thing.
not the remakes, everyone will be upset. I will actively boycott the game if they do that.
I bet they'll do it though.
If they do, I will actually cry.
I bet they'll
Or
do
they're
it.
gonna implement motion controls into all of them.
I almost guarantee they'll release the 64 versions, and not the 3DS versions.
With the freaking AI upscaled textures.
No.
It's just the regular version.
Yeah, no. I thought genuinely. I think they'll just release the original versions of it.
In 4.3.
Maybe they'll AI upscale the cutscene princess, but that's it.
They already remade the game though. They don't have to do any work.
Oh.
Just port it from the 3DS instead of the 64.
No.
No,
No,
no, don't
they'll-
do this to me.
No, they'll do the 64 one for no reason.
I mean, I guess they already have a good GameCube emulator, so it would make sense, but I would be so sad.
We're talking about the Ocarina of Time, right?
Yeah, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask reported to GameCube.
They were?
Yeah.
Huh.
They're on their
I
own
know that.
collection.
Ah.
But
Well,
I
no. I thought you meant they wouldn't do this. I thought you meant the 3DS versions.
No, but I'm saying if they no, I'm saying it, but I'm saying they already have N64 and
Oh,
GameCube
yeah,
emulators
yeah,
that they're happy with. So what if
Yeah.
instead of being like, yeah, well, let's just make an emulator for the 3DS, they just do
No, I
that?
bet they'll just make it that collection then, won't they?
I will
Yeah, it'll
be.
just be that.
I will actively boycott this game. I will tell people to go emulate it on Citrus.
Well, you're gonna have to.
I will
'cause
be
I bet
so mad
they'll do that. I bet
if
they'll
they
do that
just do
just
the
like they did
original.
with. I bet they did that.
They will
They'll
put,
do it just like they did.
They
with,
put
the
so
Mario
much
remakes.
work into the remakes. The remakes are so good. The remakes are
They'll
what
just
I
ignore them.
originally experienced Ocarina of Time on.
Mhm. But they won't because Nintendo's gonna go. We'll just buy a 3DS.
You don't understand the nostalgia hit that would hit. This is like the one game I could be nostalgic for. I played this when I was like 7. If they take this, if they take it away from me, I will be so sad.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe they'll decide to actually be capable again and release both versions. They would never do that in a million years, though. We're gonna get one or the other.
Dude, we're gonna get it, but the thing they fuck it up is they're all gonna make it play like Skyward Sword. Every game's gonna play like Skyward Sword.
Oh God, it's sad that that's genuinely my assumption, but I 100% guarantee there's gonna be some catch. Something's gonna be wrong with it.
If this gets announced, I will open up the stream right after this crying.
Yeah, I think they'll mess it up somehow. Somehow they'll mess it up. It's sad that that's my expectation of Nintendo these days, but it is. I guarantee you they'll fail at something
I will be
because
so
they are incapable of
upset.
making good decisions without fucking something.
Be so mad.
Yep.
They already have really good remakes.
Yeah.
I would be so sad. I would just be like, okay, well, I'm just gonna not. I'm just gonna only play Smash Bros. Now. That's the only Nintendo game I'm gonna play from now on. They can't fuck up Smash Bros.
Yeah, they can. That'll be their next project.
They've already fucked up Smash Bros.
They already did it.
It's already done.
It's gone. Smash Bros. Doesn't exist anymore as of right now.
Oh, speaking of Smash Bros, they haven't. When was Sephiroth released?
I don't know, a month or two ago.
Do you think that we're gonna get any news on a new character soon at all?
I could see maybe soonish, but maybe not. No,
I really don't want it to be a situation where they're like, we've announced it, also he's coming out now. Because when that happens, we normally get like a 4, 5, 6 month gap without any news, and it makes me really mad.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's sick when they're like, oh, look, he's there, and you can play as him now.
I think they would release it around now, normally, but since this is the last character on the slot.
Is it?
I think it is. I'm pretty sure this is the last character.
I hope they have
They'll
Mario.
probably wait. Man, I sure do hope they put David Tennant in Super Smash Brothers.
Not even like the doctor, just the actor.
Just David Tennant.
It's just David Tennant.
Yeah, I hope Dwayne The Rock Johnson is added to Smash Brothers. Who genuinely would we like to see? Let's go with off the ball ones, like strange choices that aren't obvious.
Strange choices?
Yeah, who's a strange one? Like, what if they put, I don't know, Alex Vance in the game, or Gordon Freeman?
Alex Vance or Gordon Freeman? Again, my answer will always be Doomslayer.
Yeah. But what if we got a Valve rep, like Gordon Freeman, Alex Vance?
I don't even understand how that would happen. If we got Shell, I would shit my pants.
I could see Gordon having a moveset.
Oh yeah, Gordon's, well, I don't know.
No, I could see it.
He just has guns.
He'd have a lot of guns. It'd be a very gun-centric moveset, but also the crowbar's there. I mean, the gravity gun could be his
But also
pole.
the thing about the reps is that they're more representing their games than they are just representing the characters. You can see that a lot come through in Minecraft Steve. And like Gordon Freeman was never represented by guns. He was represented by his ingenuity. So the gameplay would have to represent that. So it'd probably be very gravity gun focused.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think it'd be very
based.
That's what I was thinking as well. I think it's gonna be very physics based. A lot of gravity gun usage.
Yeah.
Crowbar would probably be in there. I definitely could see it. I could see them putting Gordon Freeman in the game.
I want Gary
I think it'd be
Man.
really cool, but I don't think they'll ever. I don't think it actually happened, but I could see how it could be done.
What if his Final Smash G-Man just enters?
That's exactly, yeah.
G-Man just enters, he just takes Minecraft Steve. It just flashes text on screen, Minecraft Steve, status in stasis.
Oh, actually, that'd be the perfect Final Smash, though, for Gordon Freeman. You just have G-Man show up, take the person, screen goes blank, says status
like terminated.
Yeah, terminated, and then that would just kill them. That would be great.
Just takes you in his briefcase.
He just takes it. Honestly, though, that would be great. I'd love that. I don't think they'll ever do it, but it'd be so cool.
What it'll probably do, there'll probably be one of the cinematic things, and G-Man will literally just show up and be like, I can give you a battle you cannot win, or whatever, and it'll just be the end of Half-Life 1. Or you just get stomped on by an entire army.
I think they'd have G-Man say a thing or two, but I do think they would definitely, if they were to do it, have it be like status terminated. That would be the perfect way to have that be done.
Yeah.
I'd
be really jarring though.
Yeah.
I
mean,
don't know,
most
man.
Final Smashes are jarring. That's kind of how they work.
Oh, I don't know. Some of them flow a bit better. Like if the entire screen just faded to black, it would be kind of jarring just to go back to normal gameplay after that.
I mean, Sephiroth.
I haven't seen Sephiroth's Final Smash.
He fucking blows up the sun and Earth and the entire solar system.
Oh,
That's his final smash. So like, I
okay.
don't think anything's too jarring
Because normally
when
Final
his.
Smash animations are constantly energetic to keep the energy of the fight going. Like even
Yeah,
the last surprise Final Smash, which is literally just a splash screen, still has like energy
yeah.
throughout the entire animation. And I feel
I
like
mean, I
if we
think they'd
just
make it
had,
quick.
if
I think it'd
G-Man
be
just
quick.
walked up and was like, fuck you, and then it just said status terminated and faded to black, and then you just went back to fighting again. I
No, I think they could do it. I think that's how they
don't
do
know.
it.
I,
I
I think
definitely
it'd kill
envision
the
it that
energy
way.
of the fight. I
Eh,
think a really weird
it
pick
would
would be
fade.
me.
It wouldn't be like immediately back. It'd like fade from black back to the game.
Oh, that makes sense.
Like it would fade to black, and then that would happen. It would show your character getting like, like zapped or something, and
Hmm.
then it would fade back to normal gameplay.
Oh, what if there's like no death animation? You just do the thing where you come back from the platform and you just descend down. Like you don't know how you died, you just know that you did die.
Yeah, I definitely think that's what would happen. Like it would fade to black. Your character would just die randomly, and then it would fade back. I think that's exactly how they would do it. But I
Oh,
don't think they're gonna actually. I don't think they'd ever actually do it. But that's how. Who else could add?
I think it'd be really weird, but really cool if they added me to the game.
You?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just me.
Yeah, just
I
me.
think it'd be a
I mean,
really
what
weird
about-
pick, but I think me has a lot of has a lot of potential for a pretty decent moveset.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, I have a
you
gun.
could.
I'm very American.
You have a gun. You could punch things.
You punch things with my very muscular hand. I have a six-pack on my wrist.
Just on the wrist. Sounds disturbing. But genuinely, who else would be that would be like an odd but fun choice to just see?
I have no idea. I haven't played a lot of games recently. The guy from Dead Cells would be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
It'd be just another sword character, but I mean, I don't know. I'd have fun. I wouldn't
it could be
object
fun.
to it.
Risk of Rain characters.
Resident Evil characters.
Resident Evil maybe. That'd be odd, but I could see them having fun with that.
Yeah. I really want to see a character that's not sentient. I just want to see an object. Just fight things.
It's like introducing water bottle.
Introducing door. Annoying rotating door spins into the fight.
That would be great. In all honesty, I genuinely think for the last fighter of the DLC, they'd probably just had Waluigi. Maybe-
That is wrong.
Maybe it won't happen, but I mean, it probably won't happen. I'm gonna say that just in case, just so it will. But I mean, it would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Just as like, because he lives in infamy of never being added to Smash. So if the final character to actually add to the game was Waluigi,
They
it
would
make
have to
sense.
meme it though.
They would.
They
That's
would
why.
have to meme it.
I mean, they would. Sakurai would know what he would be doing. He would like. It would just be like Waluigi being really sad that he didn't get an invitation, and then it's given to him randomly.
Oh my god.
Like it opens up with like Waluigi's invitation getting stolen, and it shows the last fighter that we got, and then Waluigi gets a surprise invitation again. Or no, it's just like Waluigi keeps getting his invitation stolen by all the DLC fighters.
Oh my god.
And then-
It's like the freaking. It's just the Terry intro.
Yeah, except for Waluigi, and that's the last one. I think that'd be perfect. I hope that's what happens because I mean it would make sense. That'd be the perfect.
Waluigi
that's the
picks it up and then Sakurai himself comes up and decks him.
Yeah, just
Walks over and hands it to like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I think they'd do something stupid and funny, but yeah, that'd be the perfect last pick.
Oh yeah, No one would really object to that.
Yeah,
I
no one's
would,
gonna be
but
like,
no one listens to me. I don't know. I think he'd be a fine pick. I just don't think he's good for last character. I think if he was added, he would have been added by now just to get him out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they were intentionally doing the let's fuck with the fans route, which
Yeah.
I will say that is very funny. But also I would be sad if there's all this build up and it's Waluigi.
But it's Waluigi. Like, this is the best character.
Waluigi from like Tennis Ultra Smash.
Yeah, it's just Tennis Ultra Smash.
Not even like the good games, just only moves from Tennis Ultra Smash. Oof. I don't know who would be a really left field character. I still live in fear that one day we will get Freddy Fazbear.
You still live in fear that that'll happen.
I'm still afraid that we're gonna that it's gonna
God,
we're gonna
no.
open up the stream and we're gonna hear the da 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 da.
No.
I live in fear of that day.
I don't like that idea. Let's never discuss that again.
It could totally happen though, and everyone would be mad.
Yes.
It would be a Minecraft Steve situation, except less people would be happy.
Yeah. Yet no one would be happy. This is
Oh my
pure
God.
anger.
Just pure anger.
This is an awful idea. Let's no.
It's so
Oh,
awful,
no.
but it could totally happen. Oh.
Okay. How long have we been going?
Hour and 16 minutes.
Okay. I think I'm out of topics other than the last one.
Yeah, I kind of am too.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Here's your spoiler warning.
Oh yeah,
Please.
the thing.
Yeah.
I forgot about
So-
this.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's your spoiler warning. Leave now, or I will ruin all of WandaVision for you.
Yeah, we are going to talk about almost every WandaVision episode because I watched all of them today.
Yeah. If you
And-
have not watched the series,
Good.
please leave immediately. If you don't care, whatever.
If you've seen it, it's fine.
Yeah. If you've seen it,
We
it's
haven't
fine. If you
seen
don't
more
care-
episodes than are what are out right now. We're not insiders.
Yeah. No, Kevin
We didn't
Feige
hack the
invited me to
mainframe.
watch the whole series.
No, we're actually we didn't watch it from Disney Plus. We actually went to Westview and logged into the broadcast.
Some of your characters on the show.
Oh my God.
It's just spoiler warning, so I'm gonna give it a few seconds more, and
Okay.
then we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we'll give it. Well, we'll just. What's a? Leave. Get out. If you haven't seen WandaVision, and you want to leave because WandaVision is one of the craziest shows that have ever come out of Marvel thus far, and it is.
Yeah, and it ruins it if you know what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah. I'm not
So-
saying it's not a good show, even if you don't. But if it's
Not as good.
it's vastly better. It's like Undertale.
Yeah. Okay, there's your spoiler warning. If you're still here and you haven't watched it, you complain about spoilers, I will personally come to your house and threaten you.
Oh, personally.
So recent episodes.
Oh, frick. I will personally do that thing that happened to Vision, but to you.
I'm gonna reanimate them.
No, I'm gonna rip their brain out of their head.
Rip the soul stone out of their mind.
And
Alright,
reanimate
so-
them. Yeah, I'll do that too. Why not?
Let's start with your thoughts thus far.
This show is fucked.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So I binge watched all 6 episodes that are out right now. And
Mhm.
I think it was probably a better experience getting the weekly breaks because oh my
It was.
god.
It definitely
There's
was.
so much to interpret and it had me freaked out the whole time. Cuz I'm really freaked out by this kind of stuff. Like by the
Yeah.
freaking I'm really freaked out by the whole things aren't the way that they're supposed to be. Like
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like I don't know what to compare this to, but I know I've seen shows like it before.
Local
But it
58,
freaks me
I
the
guess.
fuck out. I wouldn't compare it to Local 58. It's definitely
Hmm.
different than Local 58, but it's
Mhm.
still like it's a lot more like I don't remember what it's called. 70 Broad.
Mm.
Where it's like there's all these layers and you don't know what's right, you don't know what's real, and it's like kind of it's not to the same extent that 70 Broad brought it. 70 Broad was
Yeah.
a really insane series, but it is insane what they're doing
Yeah.
here, and I am really scared about the potential of the things that they discuss in the show.
Yeah. It's a really good and very scary show. Wanda's terrifying. She's very scary.
I don't know what happened. Because Wanda, like, had a crazy freaking personality change
Yeah.
in between movies. And I get that all that grief can change you. But, like, she went fucking insane. If you don't know, well, you should, because you should be watching this if you haven't seen WandaVision.
Yeah.
WandaVision is a sitcom where Wanda envisions, it's not a sitcom. It's really weird. I don't know how to describe this show.
WandaVision is an ARG if Marvel took it and just went, fuck it, let's just go with it.
It's like an in-universe ARG.
Yeah.
It's
WandaVision
like,
is if Marvel gave the most hipster kid they could find reins to just do whatever they wanted with the show. And it worked perfectly.
and it is terrifying.
Easily one of the most creative shows on current television. But I guess it's online television.
Like, well, I don't know why, but one of the creepy things that gets me the most in horror is when people act like everything's okay
Yeah.
when something's very clearly wrong, or they don't address
Mhm.
things that are very obviously wrong.
Yeah.
And it freaks me the fuck out. Like, there are several points where something happens and it doesn't happen the way Wanda wants it to, because this whole thing is basically Wanda's TV show. She's putting it on for
Yeah.
herself, so she doesn't have to face the fact, and this is my theory, she doesn't have to face the fact that everyone's dead and she's
Yeah.
alone. And it's like there are several points in the series where Wanda will just go from being okay and then something bad happens and it will just rewind. And in the first episode it's a lot more, no, it's the second episode. In the second episode it's a lot more obvious what
with each
happens.
episode, I would say,
But in the third
with each
episode,
episode, it's becoming more and more obvious. Like, the reality they're in is slowly collapsing more and more.
oh yeah. Say in the second episode there's the rewind, and in the third episode there's just like a cut to where it's the same
Yeah.
general prospect. She's doing it in order to go back
Like,
on a
stop.
scene and like stop and make it
Yeah.
happen the way that she wants it to happen.
Hmm.
You can kind of tell that she's slowly losing that control.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I gotta say, the song Twilight Time by the Platters is terrifying now, but also really good because of just the weird, sinister tone it has as a song now.
Oh yeah, like I feel like it's one of those series where every detail is like intentional.
Literally,
They even have
intro music.
customized commercial breaks with their
Yeah.
own weird hidden lore messages in it.
Even the intro, which is not something I thought they would do, but the intro itself is a hint.
The intros to some of them are like their own fucked up messages
Yeah,
of Wanda trying to surround herself in illusions so she doesn't have to face the grief. It is like
yeah,
terrifying.
yes,
Cause this is like a real thing that happens where people will just like they can't face their grief, so they just like
Yeah.
hallucinate themselves into believing that the
Yeah.
people are still alive. But this is something that Wanda's powerful enough to where that's
to just
a
do that
feeling
in
that
real
where
life.
she can actually that something that she can actually do.
Yeah, and it's so scary, but God, is it good?
So
Show's great.
terrifying.
It's so well done. Elizabeth Olsen is a fantastic actor.
Oh my god, yeah.
She did so good with the role. She's terrifying in this.
It is.
Like, she's real scary.
Oh my god. And there are some.
Vision's actor is also amazing. That one scene where he got like really angry. It's the first time I've seen
Oh
him do
yeah.
that. He did a great job with it, just the anger and rage and confusion and scared.
And the
that he
thing,
has all
the
at the
thing
same
with
time.
Vision is that he's
Yeah.
supposed to be like robotic. He's supposed to be like kind of not understanding. So the fact that he can feel that kind of emotion now, and he's like really pushing that, you're like, what the
Yeah.
frick?
Yeah, I mean, Vision is clearly not happy about being in there. It's just
Mhm.
that one performance where he got like where he questioned Wanda was just really good. Because like there's
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of good like lines from just that scene where it's like, I don't know who I am.
Mhm.
Because she was like, you don't usually scream at this like me. And he's like, I like what? 'Cause, yeah, I think the line was, you don't usually act like this. And he's like what? I don't know who I am.
Like the events here are so messed up. Like you learn that the townspeople are in just this eternal like literally in stasis, but instead of being like asleep, they're just in this like eternal like hell damnation thing. Where
Yeah.
Vision can like maybe wake them up, but it's it's so scary. It's just so genuinely terrifying. All the prospect of everything in this show is terrifying to me.
Yeah, the show is really interesting.
And like, and back in like character spoiler territory, they brought back a few characters which really didn't expect. They brought back the girl from the little girl from Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
She grew up and became a part of Sword, which is a deviation from
Yeah,
Shield,
they brought back Monica Rambeau.
which is very interesting.
Yeah. You got her,
Uh-huh.
who was, yeah, she was the original Captain Marvel in comics. Or I think the second one.
And she is like
She's
crazy.
great. I really like her.
She's so good in this show.
Yeah, I want to see more. I hope she gets her own thing.
Oh yeah, and the guy from Ant-Man is back. The
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
that put on Ant-Man and the Wasp, the guy that constantly checks up on Ant-Man for the house arrest. He's in here, and he's also really good in this show. He
Good
is
too.
funny.
I hope we get. So you know how we get Agents of Shield.
Yes.
Really hope we get Agents of Sword.
Oh, that would be so nice.
We better get Agents of Sword. You can't set up Sword and then not do it. Especially with these characters. I mean, this is the perfect setup for Agents of Sword.
Also, why does every boss man in like Shield and Sword have to be narcissistic assholes?
Yeah, I will
Like,
say
you would
that is
think-
a valid criticism. The guy in charge is a little stereotypically bad.
Yeah, no, he's the stereotypical boss asshole.
Yeah.
There's just like, it's
All
like
on nuance.
you've already seen him in like every other movie that has a boss asshole. Fucking Christmas Mail had a better boss asshole than this.
Yeah, it's kind of boring. So there's that, but the rest of it is just so good. Such a good show. Let's talk about what we think that is happening or will happen.
I am very okay. So another really, really huge spoiler here. Pause right now and
We're
key off
still
the
no.
stream.
This whole section is spoilers.
This whole section is spoilers, but there are some spoilers that are bigger than others. Big character spoiler right here. This is your very, very last warning. Quicksilver is brought back, but it's not the Pietro from or Pietrov, whatever, from Ultron. It's him from
X-Men.
from X-Men,
Peter Evans.
and it's really
Which
weird.
I got that spoiled, by the way, for me. I got that spoiled for me before the episode came out, and I was really upset about it because I really wanted to have that be like a genuine thing. I wasn't even looking. I just wanted to see like some theories on WandaVision.
Oh my god!
And then I got someone leaked it.
But like it's like it's so weird too because it's not like they just recast him in the show. It's that
Canonically recast
he's
him.
canonically recasted. You see Pietro, and the first thing that's said by the characters on screen is Wanda recasted Pietro?
Yeah. They've wanted to make sure you knew what happened.
Yeah, that is not the normal Pietro. It's
No,
not
that's-
like they just like the other actor more. This is a different guy.
This is the one from the X-Men universe, potentially.
It could be.
It could be. I hope it is. I hope it's not gonna
I
be
hope it
something else.
is. And like, he has been acting really weird because he
Yeah.
still has a lot of characteristics of
Yeah.
the regular
Yeah.
of the regular Quicksilver, because this Quicksilver has a complete understanding of Wanda's powers, which I feel
Yeah.
like would not happen in
MCU?
which would not make sense if he was from X-Men, because I don't think Wanda really had their powers ever shown.
I'm not sure she had powers in the X-Men universe.
Yeah, so he has a complete understanding of her powers. This is a weaker point, but he has like he has the Quicksilver scruff, where he has like he hasn't shaved for a while.
I doubt that's anything specific, but maybe.
That's not, but it kind of is a point to make him look not as young, I think.
Yeah.
Because in X-Men he was meant to be younger.
Yeah.
It's just there's a lot going on here, and like his character is really confusing. Because in some scenes he doesn't know things, and in others he 100% knows more than he's supposed to.
Yeah.
He's really morally ambiguous to where he knows what's happening, and he's like, "This is fucked," but I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, there's one line where, okay, so the first line he says after seeing Vision is, "Hey, who's this popsicle?" As if to say, "I don't know this guy."
Yeah.
And then literally the next episode, if he didn't know this guy, the next episode, he looks at Wanda and goes, "No, it's fine. Your dead husband can't die twice."
Twice. I think that's him being like upset subconsciously that he's in there and trying to get out.
Oh, yeah. But, like, he also isn't supposed to know that. So it's, like, really confusing on what he is in this timeline. And also, there's the whole thing with, oh, what's his face? Hold on. I had it in my head. I was so close. I was so close. No. I had it. It's gone. I don't remember anymore. I was gonna talk about something. I don't remember it all anymore. Pietro is a really interesting character. Like my whole thing was, I wonder if Wanda's powers have stretched so far to where she's just pulled Quicksilver from the other universe.
No, I think that's what happened. At least I'm really hoping it is. I'm gonna be so upset if this isn't the actual Quicksilver, or if they don't at least introduce him through this.
Oh no! Oh, I remember what I was gonna talk about. There's one scene where it pans back and it's the dead Quicksilver.
He's dead.
But the thing is,
It's the
this isn't
actor.
the actual Quicksilver. So it's like
Yeah.
so it's like the flashbacks of the characters being like dead. Those aren't like those aren't the real corpses or something?
Maybe.
Because that's not, he didn't die like that.
Yeah.
That guy didn't, no, Pietro died like that, but that guy's not the Pietro that died like that. So why does he have the wounds? It doesn't make any sense. And it's like, it's so terrifying, the prospect of all of this. Of
Entire
all
show.
of this.
There are people saying Mephisto is the guy who potentially set up the thing.
I don't know who that is.
He's like a demon or something in the Marvel comics.
Oh.
If you have read Marvel comics, there's a story called House of M. It's been mentioned a lot, but I genuinely do think that this is what's happening because it pretty much matches up. Wanda like loses a bunch of people, and she goes crazy mad.
Mm-hmm.
Distorts reality to what she wants it to be. And then at the end of it, the difference, though, at the end of it, is that she makes it to where mutants stop existing.
What?
She gets all the mutants in Marvel Comics. That's the end of House of M. But there's no mutants in the MCU.
Yeah, they're all just buff people or people who have really bad skin conditions.
Yeah, which makes me think they're going to do a reverse House of M. So at the end of it, she'll be like, let there be mutants.
Mm-hmm.
Or like just somehow the events of this will result in
The creation of
mutants being
mutants.
happened. Yeah. Which I already kind of makes sense because Monica Rambeau seems to be having her like DNA modified.
Oh yeah, because
Just
for some reason when you go through this like force
If you go
field,
through it too many times, your like DNA gets mixed up.
Mhm.
Which would totally explain, and if she gets powers from that, it would be the perfect way to have everybody in there, or somehow that affect people to where mutants are created. Like maybe at the end of it, like there's a big explosion of that, and that energy goes throughout the entire
Oh
planet.
yeah.
Randomly affects people, and some people get hit with more than others. So like some people become mutants, and that's how we can get the X-Men.
Oh yeah, that'd be interesting.
Or we could introduce the actual X-Men.
And they're just brought in.
I really, really hope though that the Evan Peters actually gets to become legitimate Quicksilver. Because I'm gonna be so upset if we don't get him as actual Quicksilver.
I would be.
He carried those X-Men movies. Those last few ones, he carried them.
Oh yeah, I would be
Like
a
the
little
one-
upset if they just brought in the actual X-Men, because that would mean decanonizing Logan, and that would make me sad because Logan was like a really good movie.
Yeah.
But I guess in the timeline it's still canon. Like it still happened. It just got reversed.
Yeah, it's still canon. I think it'd be like there's two, like a divergence.
Yeah.
They'd explain it like how they did with the Infinity Stones in Endgame. There'd be two timelines. There'd be the X-Men movie timeline, and then there'd be the X-Men mixed with the MCU timeline.
It's so
Or
weird.
they just introduce them naturally into the MCU and don't force them in. But I mean, we got confirmation that Deadpool 3 will be in the MCU.
Oh yeah.
And
That
that'll
was
be
interesting.
R-rated, by the way, which is very good. I'm glad they're keeping the
I'm
R-rating.
glad they're
because
keeping
would-
that. I bet they're gonna
would be
hugely
nice.
tone it down.
Hopefully not, but
There
at
is-
least it's still
there's a
R-rated.
lot of nudity.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna rip all of that out.
They'll definitely keep the R rating though, which
Yeah.
very good because you can't make a Deadpool movie without R ratings.
No, it just wouldn't be Deadpool.
It just wouldn't be a Deadpool movie.
I don't even think who plays Deadpool. I don't remember his name now, which I'd feel sad about.
Ryan
Reynolds.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds probably wouldn't even want to act in a movie like that.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, they're actually letting him oversee the script.
That's good,
Yeah.
because it was a
So
huge
what?
co-op. I know he was a huge
Yeah.
part in the originals.
Yeah, so they're letting him oversee the scripts. I mean,
Oh my
Kevin
God.
Feige, this is the guy who created the MCU.
I-
Whatever happens, it'll be good
The
because Kevin
most
Feige.
confusing thing about the show, though, is that we have no idea the implications of
Yeah.
this show for the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
All we know is that it'll probably lead to some sort of multiverse thing. We know Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is the direct sequel to this.
We
Or not
do.
direct sequel. Yeah, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is connected to WandaVision.
We know this.
We do. They've confirmed it. It also
Do you
takes
think
place.
Wanda
before-
opens the multiverse?
Yes, I think that's what's going to happen.
Oh
Or at
my
least it'll be
God.
I don't know if it'll actually show that at the end of WandaVision, because this was also confirmed to take place before Spider-Man: Far From Home. But I could see her being like put into stasis, and then in Doctor Strange 2, opening the multiverse.
This took place
But I
before
mean,
Far From
I
Home?
yeah, it does. They confirmed that, so that's interesting. But I do think they're gonna lead into multiverse stuff using WandaVision, because like look at the names of the new movies we're getting and the theories and the like all of the rumors we're getting. The immediate next movie is Multiverse of Madness.
Mm-hmm.
And then Spider-Man 3 has all of those really big rumors of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield coming back.
And it just being about the multiverse in general.
Uh-huh.
Which-
And they're saying it's going to be the biggest singular self-contained movie in all of Marvel.
Hmm.
It's like Spider-Man, so I genuinely think they're doing a multiverse, which would make sense. I mean, if they open the multiverse, that's such a good business idea for them
Mhm.
because they can just do whatever they want now.
Yeah.
They can make.
They could bring
Like-
in like Venom now.
They could, yeah. That basically legitimizes all of Marvel. Because some people like won't watch certain things because it's not MCU related.
Yeah.
That then
but now it can be.
legitimizes everything. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse would be legitimized in canon too.
Batman
the
is now
MCU.
canonical.
What?
Batman is now canonical.
Batman? No, he's not. Because they have different multiverses. The DC multiverse and the Marvel multiverse are different. They both have multiverses in the comics though, which I find very funny. But I genuinely do think they'll try to do some multiverse stuff. And I hope we get some really cool things from it. Overall, I just really hope we get Quicksilver in the MCU.
Oh yeah,
Because
no.
he
If
was
they just
really
do
great.
this and then just do nothing with it, they just
Yeah.
if they just do this and then go, no, she just recasted him because she couldn't stand seeing the original image or whatever, I'd be like
Yeah.
sad. If
It would be sad too if at the end of it,
it was just a random
not-
guy.
just a random guy, I'm gonna be so upset. Because, like, that's awful. But I don't think they're doing that, especially because you remember the scene where she was like, that's not how I remember my childhood in Sokovia.
Is it?
There was a scene where, like, they did a flashback to their childhood for, like, a joke, but she was like, I don't remember that. Showing that they have different understandings of their childhoods in
I don't
Sokovia.
remember that. I just remember her quizzing him.
No,
and then
there
him
was a
being like,
scene-
you're quizzing me.
No, it was before that, but there was a scene where it was like their childhood in Sokovia for like a second or two. It was like during Halloween, they got a fish, remember?
Yeah. But I don't
Yeah, it
remember
was
her
that.
being like, that's not how I remember it.
Oh, she said that, and he was like, you probably suppressed it.
But like,
So that
freaking
shows that it's different for them.
Quicksilver is so passive aggressive in this show. Like,
I mean, I don't blame
He has
him. If
the-
you were forced to be shoved into
Yeah.
somebody's like sitcom against your will, I'd be passive aggressive too.
he still has the X-Men like cocky Quicksilver thing, so he's still like that
Yeah.
type of jerk where he's like someone says to me, he'd be like, lame, I'm a cool skateboarder. But he has like an extra
I
layer.
would definitely it's dialed up, but that's probably for the purpose of it just being. I
That's
think that's for the
being a
purpose.
skill com, but there's a whole other side to where it's like it's a lot less like jerk and a lot more just like venomous, like where he's like intentionally doing things that are like almost to spite her.
I mean, again, I
Like
don't
he's
blame him. He doesn't want to be there.
yeah, he seems way
So-
less cocky and a little bit more serious here than he was in any interpretation I've seen. Like
Yeah,
he's
which-
really like there's the whole time like, what happened to your accent? What happened to yours? Like there's that whole thing, and then there's the whole it's not like your
Yeah,
husband
there's-
can die twice.
I think there's an underlying tone, but yeah. I think a lot of it just comes from a mix of him being not wanting to be there, and as well as it just being the sitcom.
Oh, and it's not like Sword brought him in, because Sword had no
Yeah.
idea why he was there.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think Wanda just somehow unintentionally dragged him through the multiverse.
Like summoned him.
Because she couldn't bring back
Because she was
Pietro.
thinking about Pietrov a lot in the episodes before
Yeah.
this.
She was thinking about Pietro a lot. And then
He just
tries to bring him
appears.
back. But and then there was that one thing where it's like you can't bring back dead people, and she tried to, and she brought back the wrong Pietro.
It's like you
So-
can't bring back Deadpool. They're not dead people, or not Deadpool. You can't bring back dead people, but technically that versions of him is not dead.
Oh, he's not. There's not a dead version of him.
They're gonna bring back alternate universe dog now.
Yes. They recast the dog.
You're gonna they recast the dog.
It's a poodle or something.
And like, there's this whole side story where Vision just has no idea what's going on.
Yeah,
Like,
Vision's very confused.
Vision can't remember anything for some reason.
I mean, he did die. His head was like, crushed like glass.
Yeah, but like,
He probably doesn't remember a lot of it. I mean, you die and you're brought back to life. You're probably not going to remember a lot.
but it's like
I
the
bet it
whole
has
thing of
With
he doesn't
how-
Wanda doesn't control him as much as at least he doesn't really
Yeah.
control him like he controls the others. But so he still obviously has that attachment to Wanda. He still very much has like he still has a hint of his original personality and a hint of all the stuff that was before. But like
yeah.
you just can't remember anything. And he's you can tell he's grown a lot from Ultron.
Yeah.
Where in Ultron he was very robotic, very unemotional.
Yeah, he's
Even
definitely
in
more emotional.
even in Civil War he was very like that.
Yeah.
But now he's literally the newborn baby.
Yeah.
Like he has no idea what's going on. He probably doesn't even have any idea how he's the way he is, like why he's a ghost. I mean, he knows he's a robot, I guess.
Yeah, he doesn't. He knows he's a robot. He doesn't know why he's a robot or how he was created. He just knows he is.
And it's so messed up, man.
But yeah, we better get Quicksilver in the MCU with Evan Peters because he carried those X-Men movies. He was the best
Oh,
character
yeah.
in the last movies
Dude.
that were in the X-Men ones.
I think it's called
He's by
I
far
think
the best.
Dark Phoenix was the last movie. When they just took
Yeah.
him out within like the third scene, that was the biggest mistake of the movie.
Yeah, he was like the Iron Man of those movies. He definitely just carried them himself. So they better put him in the MCU and they better replicate those powers pretty close. You better get a scene where he's essentially the same.
If we don't get one of those crazy speedster
Yeah,
scenes where
like
he
slow
does all
motion
that
scenes.
shit,
I'm gonna be upset. Like if we just get the Quicksilver we got from the Avengers
from
type scenes,
Ultron,
yeah, that's gonna suck because that wasn't
because
as
that
good.
Pietro, that made sense. Why it wasn't
Yeah.
as flashy, because that Pietro just wasn't as flashy. Like he didn't have the
Yeah.
same personality. He was a lot less showy. He was a lot more defensive.
But if we're getting this version, they better do a scene or two of that. I just really want to see that because I mean, the Marvel budget could totally do that. They could so pull that off, and it's not like there'd be a massive issue with it. They own the rights to that now,
Oh yeah.
so we better
so
get that
exciting.
post WandaVision.
And And I'm gonna be so sad if. Again, I'm gonna be so sad if the whole thing is like this is just a random guy. Huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so sad if it's not actually him, or it's like some guy controlling it or something.
Or if
If
it's
in
like
any way it's not him.
if in any way it's not if it's like, oh, this is the Quicksilver from the other universe, so when she wanted him back, it just brought back the guy that looked like him from the other universe. That would be so
Yeah.
stupid. Like it
Or
would
like
be
some
so
people were
brilliant
saying-
for her to open the multiverse and that to be the transition to into the multiverse. Because right
That
now
is
we don't have
literally-
access
yeah.
to the multiverse.
I mean, this would literally be the perfect way to do it. So
I don't
if
know why they
don't
wouldn't do
it's
it.
a missed shot. It's a missed
I don't know
opportunity.
how you would do something better than this. Like that, the
Yeah,
only
that
way
would
they could
be-
not do it is if
This
they.
is the perfect way.
If we can come up with this, they must have come up with it too. So there's no. So the only reason they wouldn't do it is if they somehow
Yeah.
came up with something better. So
Yeah, which I doubt. I mean, maybe they could, but this is just a much better. This is just the perfect way to do it. They better do it this way.
huh.
So yeah, let's hope that happens.
Oh.
But yeah, this will be really interesting to see. I can't wait for next week.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I gotta. I'm gonna rewatch it with my mom probably. Because I was watching the original episodes with my mom, and then she got mad at me because I was like, I'm gonna go watch this with 8-Bit. And he was like, but I was watching it with you. And I was like, I was gonna watch this with 8-Bit. So I'm gonna have to rewatch the episodes with mom. And I think she's gonna really like them. Oh, also, can we talk about how they wrote like a competent sitcom for this show?
Yeah, they're really accurate.
They're really
to the
accurate,
era.
and they're really decent sitcoms. Like, they're really accurate to the eras. Like, there are certain details in there that you wouldn't even think about unless you came from that era or you watched a sitcom in that era. Like, it's
it's very
insane.
accurate to it.
And, like, this show is also really good at sneaking in those messed up lines
Yeah.
in normal conversation. Like, if it wasn't in the context of the show, it would be fine. But there are some lines that they managed to sneak in that just, if you're already on edge, they just hit you the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the intro of the newest episode. I literally went back and turned on captions because I had to make sure if I heard it right. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
There are some okay, first of all, the newest episode, that episode was just full of things that were just messed up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, we didn't get quite a lot of it. We knew things were wrong, but that episode was the first episode that you start to that it's really like explicitly shown how messed up it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was on edge that entire episode.
Yeah, it's very. Oh, it's such a good series.
So good. So yes, if you have Disney Plus,
Go
you
watch
should
it.
have already watched it. So just spoil everything for you. I'd still watch it even if we just spoiled it for you, and
I still.
I would still go watch it if you have Disney Plus. It's still a really good show. The
Mhm.
twists here are just so good. Even if you don't like Marvel, this is a really good show.
Yeah.
Just because of how
Although
much
you
it
might be
messes with
confused
you.
if you don't watch Marvel.
You'll be very no, you'll be extremely confused.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's all I have. I am
Yep.
all. I am all.
You're all
I am all.
cool.
Uh,
All right. Well, I think that's it.
yeah.
It was a long episode.
Anyways,
2 hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna go create a hexagon, just a really big hexagon, and trap like 3,000 people inside of it and make them all play games with me.
Okay.
I'm gonna make them all play Super Mario Tennis Ultra Smash.
Oh God, that's the worst thing you could do.
I'm gonna
It's
trap them
evil.
inside a giant hexagon and we're all gonna go play Super Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. Hey, everyone has a good night. That's gonna be my weekend.
Yeah. Good night.
Good
Bye
night.
bye.
Bye bye. Hope everyone enjoyed it.
Do